close enough. This is actually this would be a good question for your self-help channel. But I was reading this news story and it made me think. So the woman that was swiped the most on Tinder in the world. So most people swiped "I like this woman" on Tinder. Came out.
Did she have an ace?
I'll show you a picture, but in a second. Not yet. I know you're curious, and you shouldn't be. But anyways, she says that she could not find love on social media or any of these dating apps, and she eventually found her partner through like meeting them through a mutual friend and everything. And it makes me think, how can a woman that had the most variety in the world, she was contacted by Tinder to tell her
Congratulations.
that you are the most liked person on earth, and she couldn't find a boyfriend on any of these dating apps. How the
It
hell
really
does that
shows you
work?
the talent that's on dating apps, doesn't it?
Well, so this was her point of view. She was saying that I might have gotten the most amount of likes or whatever, but most of the people on Tinder, most of the men on Tinder are just looking for sex. And so it's actually, and when you actually look at the people that are on Tinder to actually find a stable, a connection with someone, the section is very, very tiny. So even though I'm the most popular person on Tinder, Tinder has failed me. And I eventually had to find a boyfriend through other means, which was retro. How does that work?
What do you mean? That makes perfect sense.
That's how it works.
But
That is how it works,
But
yeah.
imagine this is like being at a buffet and you get all the dishes in the world and you can't find one that you like.
It's the human
Because I
psychology.
think you're
It's
actually-
option paralysis. That's what it is.
Is it option paralysis? Because I have looked at Tinder from a woman's perspective, and this is every guy. I've been to Machu Picchu. That's pretty mad. I don't think anyone else has been to Machu Picchu, right? That's the highlight of my life. I went to Harvey World Travel once and took the first option. I like Great Northerns. That's pretty quirky. And here's a big one. Here's a big one. You ready? I like to relax.
But that can't be the entire world's population.
It's 99%.
It's a lot.
There's not that much variety on Tinder.
Are you saying that that's just a Tinder issue or that's just most guys are like that?
Most guys are like that, but it's the Seinfeld point of 80% of the population's undateable, and they're all on Tinder. So I think she's absolutely right. If you want casual sex, that's the place to go. Absolutely, it's the place to go.
Or if you're me and want to match up with lots of trans people over and over and over, it's also good for that too.
Yeah,
But that's
Like
why
I
you're
said,
not the
casual
most,
sex.
the most liked person on Tinder. Because
Second
your
most.
It's getting up
subsect
there.
is 70% transsexuals.
Yeah, it's just, but not even knowing, matching with the same.
Well,
That's kind of
dude,
depressing.
it's most of your problems in life. They all stem from this
Well,
one
then,
point.
okay.
You live in Newtown. If you moved anywhere else, you might
That's
actually
not how it
match.
works. That's not how Tinder works. It's just like
What, so you're getting people from Blackheath, are you?
for sure. Yeah,
No, he's not getting them.
Wollongong.
Is it that one chick that's always coming up that's like, I like rim jobs?
Nah, but miss,
Is it that
miss,
one?
you know what it is?
Because I
let me-
don't think that's going to be the love of your life.
And let me
either.
tell you something. You might get a woman on Tinder that lives in Wollongong, but you should know that she might not be the best one out there because she has set her range to like 200 kilometers. Most
Right.
high demand women and men would set their limit to like
their
10,
neighbor.
20 Ks.
Oh, okay.
So you're probably not getting that. But my question is, Jordan, and this is why I'm saying it's a self-help question. What do you tell young people that are looking to date? Like, how do you do it? Do you avoid dating apps in general then?
No, my big piece of advice, if you want to, even if you just want more success on Tinder as a guy, I can't really speak for girls because it's basically just walking into a club and you have your choice of every guy in there, which is pretty much the same, except for replace the Great Northerns guy with somebody that sort of says a lot more, hey, baby. But my advice to men always is make sure that you stand out. You will be hated by 95% of the female population, but you will be liked by 5%. And that is a lot higher than most guys' success rate on Tinder.
I get that. That's to get laid. My question is...
But it's also just because I think that what people are always doing, and this is a huge misconception that I see all the time, is people on Tinder are not really honest about it. They're actually trying to make themselves part of the herd. They're trying to make themselves as stock standard as possible.
Yeah, that's true. That is true. But I guess my point is, and I think I'm like speaking, and Miss Love, you can back me up on this. I'm speaking to a lot of the guys out there because clearly after reading your profile, it seems that a lot of the guys are just on it to have sex. And it's like a conquering thing for them where they're trying to have sex with as many women as possible.
Right.
And look, I'm not going to deny that when I was in the dating scene, there's an attraction towards going that path, but it's not really fulfilling. So it's like a loss for the guys as well because they're not really happy. They might have a better body count.
Yeah.
Is this Amy?
Who?
Is this Amy from high school?
Is that your first girlfriend? A dancer?
I don't think it is.
No, she's from the US living in Scotland, so she has nothing to do with this.
Like, she looks so... She looks exactly like this girl from our high school. Exactly like her.
I don't know.
I wonder why she was the most liked, because I see her and I think, wow, a girl.
I don't know, but
I was expecting it to be some Brazilian chick that was just like, am I Kim Kardashian? No, I don't know English well enough. I thought that'd be it.
Dude, this is my thing, right? I've lost complete faith in all dating apps. Hinge is supposed to be a little bit more tailored towards relationships, looking for a relationship. Bumble clearly is because, well, no, it's not. Bumble's just sexist because women decide.
But it seems like most of the guys, even on those apps, because she was talking about it wasn't just Tinder. She's done all dating apps. Most of the guys are in it just for the casual thing, which is making me think that maybe these dating apps are not good for either one. It's not good for the man who's not happy because they're constantly chasing like satisfaction, less sex. And it's not good for the women because they're constantly getting fucked over.
No.
It's women too.
It's
women.
good for a really tiny percentile of men. Definitely.
But why? It's not... Jordan, I don't think their life is satisfying if you're constantly chasing meaningless sex. Maybe for like a year or two of your life, you think that that's awesome. But in the long run, you're not going to look at that time and think that, oh, I was a very happy individual. You might not regret it because we're like men and we like the idea of impregnating as many women as possible. But it wasn't a necessary... Your happiness usually comes from a stable relationship.
Well, this is one thing that I heard. Actually, a girl that I know that has no social media presence whatsoever, she went viral on TikTok.
Really?
By just pointing out this one observation that you just can't unsee once it's pointed out.
This dance is funny.
What dance?
I'm just imagining.
Right. She's done it. Finally, someone uses TikTok for some use.
Research.
It was it was a third of men put in their profile, I'm looking for a girl who's open-minded. What is that? That is saying you are in it for the sex. Straight up. You may as well just say, I'm here for sex. There is no game in that at all.
But that's a good thing because at least that way the women that want that will go for that guy, and the women that are looking for actual relationships don't go for him.
You know who are those open-minded women? They're already in a relationship, and they're just like, "You want a three-way?"
Also,
that's it.
Oh, really?
Also, that I have seen many people with that have gone through. Is it called polyamorous relationships?
Mm-hmm.
Open relationships.
Yeah,
they've all failed. Fine if you want to try. I'm not saying it's like wrong. I think
you have to be like an esoteric artist for it to work properly.
Look, maybe, but even then, it's going to be hard.
Dude, this is a great one. Oh my God.
Say the name. Give him their shout out.
Shout out Ali Barnett, who said most men's bio is here for a good time, not a long time.
Most-
Well, someone listens to Drake and wears their cap backwards.
And women too. That's like but you're right.
Is
It's
it?
almost like you're
But
trying
this
to
is the whole
fit
thing.
in.
It's the same thing with women.
What
Like
do you mean it
with
is?
men,
I went through that shit, dude. Yes, it's women.
That's his
too.
bio.
that's just by like I saw it. It's just over and over this, over and over on Tinder. I work in construction and I'm beefy. Should just basically be dating a brick, but I can afford Tara Cash. There's that. That's the men. And then women is always like, I work in marketing and I have been to the Ivy before. That's most of them, right?
But this
And
is this is the problem too. Like, as I have sort of experienced a few times, is that people, girls as well, it's just like you're continually leaving your options open. It's almost like careers. It's like, oh yeah, I want to do this, but this is my backup plan, and I've got another backup plan. So it's just people date 7 people at the same time, and then it's just basically like that Cluedo game where it's like, does he make this much? No, he doesn't. Okay, does he? That's what it is, and that's fucking
So
strange.
maybe what like kids and people that are looking to date and find and looking for relationships need to do is avoid dating apps and do it old school.
I kind
Because first of all, that gets you
Getting
women. So it
introduced by
actually gets
friends.
you laid. Because if you've got the confidence to go up to someone, particularly in like the Tinder age, and just be like, "Oh, I like you," or have a conversation with them and not be creepy, that's going to get them laid, and maybe it's going to help them find a loving relationship.
does that mean that it's still the tried and true method of people in the West hitching up for long-term relationships is our version of an arranged marriage, which is one mutual female friend going, just ask her out. She'll say yes. I've already asked her. Just ask her.
Yeah, but actually, this
That's how it works.
I think so.
this
yeah.
girl explained to me arranged marriage really well. Because I told her like, oh, yeah, arranged marriage, like, because look, I've lived in that environment, so I just think it's a bit of a drag and it's annoying. But for a lot of girls, particularly that are on Tinder and stuff, they love the idea of an arranged marriage. So I was like, why would you like it? Like, you've got no autonomy. You don't get to choose. But they're like, oh no, but like someone is vetting all of these people for me that I can go out on dates. Because for most
just
women,
Tinder. It's Tinder.
their biggest concern is this guy is going to be a maniac, or I'm just wasting my time. With arranged marriage, it's organized dates, right? So the person has already been vetted by your parents and family, so you know he's not going to be a crazy person. You know he's not going to kill you, and so you're just dating without the back of your mind that you might actually suffer as a result of this. So like this white girl was telling me how amazing the idea of arranged marriage is for her in this particular context.
Yeah. No, I think most people are satisfied with arranged marriage, aren't they?
I think it's pretty like high approval rate, which is crazy. I mean, it's not
Yeah,
even that
like
crazy.
more of them lost. I know that much, but that's also because they
Family
are
pressure.
mostly in cultures where you don't get divorced that easily anyway.
Yeah. Plus, you get a goat.
Yeah, that's a bonus. You're
That's a
right.
huge
Why isn't anyone
bonus.
talking about
Every
this?
time
What
someone-
happened to the dowry?
Every time someone's leaving the house, they just look over out of the window near the fence, and just like, man, and just like,
I can't leave Bert behind.
yeah.
There's some negatives to it too. You go out on a date and then you call your parents like, "Hey, mom, that's my cousin."
And you still marry him. Let's be honest.
Holy hell, dude! There's no difference between India and Do Android's Dream of Electric Sheep. It's the same.
What? What are you talking
You know
about?
how everyone has to have, wow, this guy's got a genuine horse.
Oh, that's right. That's like a, yeah. That's the yeah.
I'm actually, I think they're right. That's probably the way to do it. Is maybe the best way to be in a long-term relationship is to have friends. Because you already passed the first tick, which is that someone has determined that you are socially acceptable enough to date someone that they know. And you've already... You think?
Mm-hmm. What you're saying, I never thought of that. That's so true.
Whereas Tinder is kind of just this giant Venus flytrap of like, yep, income of 100K and gotcha, it's actually 50.
I lied about how much I like Kevin Hart films. I said I love them. I just really, really like them.
Conned.
Conned. I'm
Con Air.
Catfish.
No, I like good movies.
It
The
was
Rock.
okay when he said I like Mall Cop, but when he said I like Mall Cop too, I knew I was in a sticky situation.
He
I
said
also noticed this about Tinder. This will blow everyone's mind, but fuck, there's a lot of tradies in Australia.
Yeah, there's heaps of tradies.
That's
And they have
tradies,
huge,
jobs.
Yeah.
they've got a huge demand too.
How can they have a huge demand when it's the entire male population? It's like being a
There's
soldier in the Middle
versions.
Ages.
There's
Yeah.
female versions of tradies too.
What's
The
female?
ones-
Marketing. Marketing is the female
Well,
version.
yeah, they
of
could
that.
be
PR.
whatever, but they like
PR.
the idea of having.
No. Okay. PR is the hot girl's job.
Right.
Yeah.
Where do the undesirables go? Libraries.
Do libraries exist anymore?
Maybe I'm just imagining them.
Oh, I'll tell you, primary school teachers.
You reckon?
Yes.
I would love to date a primary school teacher.
Wait, no, I said primary. There's a reason why I,
I know
said
why
primary
you said
in
primary.
particular.
I know why you said that. That was an inside joke.
Either way, look, I don't know. I just thought that was worth talking about because the woman who clearly has it all is saying she doesn't have anything.
Girls, let us know, what's the hot guy's job?
Dude, Tinder. Yes, let us know.
I want to know.
I think
Tinder-
it's
Tinder-
so sad. They'll say a hot
It's
guy is
gotta be
someone
tradie.
that
It's
has
just-
a job.
Dude, Tinder.
Undesirables and desirables, tradie.
Definitely. Tinder, from my experience, is bots mainly. Most of the bios I read
From
in
your
Tinder,
experience,
from my personal experience,
Dude, this
I
is-
go on. I'm just saying. my anecdotal evidence is.
Wait, the most surprising thing ever. Banmo says, I like musicians.
Bam, who'd have thought?
Far out. Well, that is revolutionary.
But dude,
Electrician?
Here's the fucking description in the bio of most people on Tinder that I see on Tinder that I just see generally. This is the bio. Ready?
Go for it.
I don't talk on here much. Here's my Instagram.
What about this? Do you think this is also included? I'm mostly here for friends.
I've seen that.
What are you doing?
I've
here?
seen
No,
that too.
I'll tell you why that they're doing that. Because
To-
they're address the same issue. So by saying that, they're trying to weed out all the people who are just in it for the sex.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
they don't. Because there's plenty of guys
you
out
thought
there.
you pulled one over us. No, you have to wake up pretty early in the morning.
Because we all know that the reason why you're on Tinder is not for friends.
No.
It's you're looking for someone that is not
Friends.
exclusively in for sex. You will find someone that is exclusively in it for sex, but can pretend not to be until they have sex with you.
And that's what I'm saying. There's a very small percentile of men that have figured out the glitch in the system, which is that if you send 7 messages instead of 6 in the back and forward of how was your day? What's your favorite color? You're going to get past the test,
Yeah.
right? But there's very few men that have figured that out.
But there is
They're not putting in the investment.
there is one more thing that I think for a lot of women might fall into, which is every woman wants a man or a boyfriend that's like in the hierarchy, either on the same level as them or a few step or a step above them. Usually, if you're that sort of, you're good looking and you are one step above, you have an inflated ego and you're in it for the sex. The guys that might be good long-term relationship material, you're not swiping right on them. You're swiping left on them because they're like, I like Dota 2 a lot. I'm guessing that's also what's happening.